derived from an existing theory or theories in the literature that has already been tested and validated by others. It's a generally acceptable theory by scholars, all right? So the theoretical framework does not only consist of a theory, but you also have to give a narrative that explains how the researcher engages in using the theory and its underlying assumptions to investigate the research problem. Okay? The theoretical framework does not only consist of a theory, but also consists of a narrative explaining how the researcher is going to use this theory and its assumptions to investigate the research problem. Okay? So let's move on. The importance of selecting the right theory. The importance of selecting the right theory. Number one, it connects the researcher to existing knowledge. Remember that theory was already existing. So it shows how your research is fitting into existing literature and how it contributes to the advancement of knowledge in your field. Okay? So when you're using a theory, it shows that your research is fitting in the existing literature review, and also it is contributing to the advancement of knowledge in your field. Okay? Number two, why should you select the right theory? Because that theory identifies assumptions that inform the study. So the main ideas proposed by that theory, they show us how the concepts in your research paper are connected. All right? Next, they demonstrate understanding of concepts. You know, in our last class, when we were discussing literature review, I said that use of theories shows that you went to school. It is a demonstration of understanding of concepts. Your theory must be relevant to the topic of your study. All right? Okay. So how do you use theories in a research paper? Number one, first step, identify an appropriate theory or theories. By the way, you can use more than one theory in your research paper. It is totally allowed. Again, remember I said use the guideline provided by your institution. So, the first thing you do, identify an appropriate theory or theories. You choose a theory or theories that directly relate to your research topic so that it can help you to answer your research questions. And then you clearly articulate what that theory states. Okay? So you have identified that theory. Tell us, what does the theory state? Who is the author of this theory? Even go ahead and tell us, when was the theory established? Who established the theory? And exactly articulate what the theory says. Right? Good. The next step, integrate the theory into your study. So clearly articulate the theoretical framework. Explain its relevance to the research topic. Highlight how it informs the study objectives and the hypothesis, if you have a hypothesis in your study. If you don't, explain how it informs the study objectives and the research questions. Right? Then discuss its limitations. It is very, very important to discuss the limitations of your theory. It shows that you're not biased. You are informed. Because you acknowledge that after you have justified that theory, you acknowledge that there is a limitation of that theory. It's very important. Then, when now you're in chapter 4, you are doing presentation and interpretation of your research findings. Refer back to your theory. Okay? Yes. Refer back to it in those later sections of your study. So, discuss how the results align or deviate from your theoretical expectations. Okay? Here you are showing us that you have announced or a clear understanding of the phenomena under study. Okay? Yes. How do you evaluate the relevance and the applicability of your theory? In other words, how do you identify the right theory for your research paper? Number one, you examine its assumptions. What does this theory assume? Ensure that those assumptions align with your objectives. Okay? Number two, examine the scope and the limitations of your theory. So consider whether the theory is broad enough to encompass the full range of your research objectives. Okay? Ensure it is broad enough so that it is able to accommodate your research objectives. Yes. And then number three, seek validation from literature. How? Examine if the theory has been successfully applied in similar research objectives in previous studies. Are there people who have used this theory to explain their studies in the area of your topic, in the area of your study, in the area of your research? Has this theory been used successfully? That is how you find a relevant and applicable theory for your study. And with those few remarks, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the conclusion of our study today. Remember that the significance of a theory in an academic research paper lies in its capacity to guide the study. If this theory cannot offer clarity of key concepts, it is not a theory of choice. Okay? Additionally, the theories help to place your research within existing knowledge. They also contribute to a deeper understanding of your research. Okay? And they also contribute to a broader academic conversation. As I said earlier, they make you look armed. Yes, they make you look like a person who actually went to school. My assumption as I take you through this process is that you have been to a research methodology class. That's why I'm saying that using theories in your research paper makes you look like you were in a class. Yes. So, thank you so much for joining our academic journey today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. Give us a thumbs up, like, share, and also don't forget to engage us in the comment section for any reviews, questions, and suggestions. Until next time, enjoy your researching. I am Lucy Wanjiru. Adios.